How's it going today, guys? I'm doing an update video finally for Gregtech 6.05.07 and 08. And the main thing that was changed in the game is we now have grass bales, 4 different flavors. This is the one that you make out of your regular grass. You do have grass of all 4 flavors now. So you can see that there's a shapeless recipe to get the moldy grass and the rotten grass. You can also see that they're used in the you can use them in a fermenter to get biomass, and they all give the same amount. So it doesn't really matter which way you do it. You can do regular grass, dry grass, moldy grass, doesn't matter. Now the big difference between these is this is your regular grass from breaking tall grass in the game, as you do in the beginning with a sword. And if you place this in the world when it is rainy, or if you're in like a tropical or marshy biome, then it's going to turn into this moldy one here over time. If you put it in a dry biome or outside during the day when it's not raining, it's going to turn into this one. And you can also do it in the nether. We tested that in the live stream. I'm going to pick this one up before it changes on me. This one will not change into anything else. This is its final state. This one, if left out too long, will turn into this one, the rotten. And that's the end of it. I think it'd be awesome if eventually it just turned into a pile of dirt. Because if you leave a hay bale out long enough, you will just basically have a pile of dirt sitting there. You can make the dry ones by drying them, the wet ones in a dryer. The regular grass into a dry grass. You can get your distilled water out of it that way. I also tested in the item barrels. They will not stack up, so you can't put a grass bale in an item barrel and then pump regular grass in. It's not a dust, it's not an ingot, so that definitely does not work. Nice way early game for you to not have to dry your grass in a furnace. You can just bale them up, place them out in the sun, let them dry, and then you got your dry grass for fire starters. You can shapelessly uncraft these with no issue, and then like I said, you can use them to make your fire starters early game. Watch out for the climate you're in, the biome you're in, and your weather with them. Not a whole lot left for them. You also have, there was some Thylacraft and advanced rocketry compat things done. The Thylacraft is a lot different than what he's done in the past. If you look at the compressed ingots here, it should be at least by Thylacraft's recipes 2-to-1. He's chosen to make it easier, I guess, so it's 1-to-1, and the compressed ingots are only worth 1. But you can do it at 16, so you can do it somewhat earlier in the game. So that works for all of your compressed things. And then you've got your he didn't do the stuff from Galactic Space, so these aren't done, but I might you know, let him know that they're here as well. But at least the regular Galacticrafts are done. There's even a compressed coal, but that must be Galactic Space. Yeah, that's Galaxy Space too. Huh. And you can also do the, see if I can remember how to make it. There it is, heavy duty plate, which is 3 different compressed plates, steel, aluminum, and bronze. That makes your heavy duty plate in a press, and again, only 16, where in the past it was implosion compressor. It was a lot more expensive. Then you can make your tier 2 heavy duty with your meteoric iron. I think there's a tier 3. Yep, with Desh. Same thing. I do believe that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last one. So that's the main things that were changed with Galacticraft. Now, advanced rocketry. I'm going to do something I normally don't do, and that is tell you about something coming up while I'm doing this. He added the alloys. Irritanium, which is iridium and titanium, can be smelted. There was a bug fix where it wasn't actually working for the irritanium, but you can make titanium and iridium. You can do that in a crucible. Where's the combined? There's the combined. So 1 iridium, 1 titanium gives you your irritanium. And then you also got your titanium aluminide, which apparently the aluminum just vaporizes. And so you got 3 titanium, 7 aluminum, and you only get 3 titanium aluminide back. But, you know, that's also doable now here, so you don't need the arc furnace from advanced rocketry. In the next update, the cutting machine and the rolling machine are no longer going to be needed at all. He's going to work their recipes in to Gregtech. He took out where this silicon buell and Greg's silicon buell were compatible at one point. These being really easy to do this way. So they needed to not be the same. But you can make these silicon wafers with a crystalline silicon plate in a cutter with water or lube, and you get your 4 silicon plates. The rolling machine, you do iron sheets in the rolling machine to make your low pressure tank. Apparently he's going to roll this into something for Gregtech machines, which is awesome. So we won't have to worry about this rolling machine at all after the next update. So can't wait for Thursday. Better say hi to Crazy, let her know what we're doing here. So that's what was done with those primarily. Let's see here. The new measuring pots were not working properly. That has been fixed. So here's the new measuring pot, which we for some reason have measuring pots sitting all over the place now. But you can right click on the side, which will take it out, and you'll see, there you go. And you right click back on the side, it'll put it back in. Now, if you wanted to paint it, you would actually put it down inside on the top, and then you would get it out and it'd be painted. Now, apparently there's not enough in there to paint it anymore, or because it's already a whitish green, we can't paint it anymore. We've been playing around with these, but I should be able to make it a pinkish color, and we'll give this one to Crazy now. You can do the same thing with your thermos. They can be painted, and they work the same way, being able to pull things. You got to do the side, not the top. Crazy's got her a pink thermos right there that we did in the update video. Now she can have a pink measuring cup to go with it. Your thermoses can work adjacent to the advanced crafting tables, just like the barrels and the mixing bowls. Bathing pots can, to fill things up here in your top slots. So that has been added. Let's see. There was a porcelain cup added. That is dungeon loot, because we haven't found any new dungeons. We haven't gotten any yet. But they look similar to the measuring pot. They only hold one drink instead of 16 like the thermos does, and can be drank right out of them because, well, it's a cup. They are not stackable, just like most things. Gregtech saplings have been added to the dungeon loot list. So if you can't find a certain biome to get a certain tree, or you're using a really weird configuration of generation mods where you can't get the right biome to get the right tree, you can always find them as dungeon loot. He also added the 2 that are currently unused, so you may want to hold on to them if you happen to find them. The old measuring pots will automatically turn into new ones now. So if you have any of these, I thought I had 2 of them in here. There they are. If you have any of these laying around and you empty them, they will automatically turn into the new ones. And you will see that there is no recipe for the actual item measuring pot anymore. It's just the new one. So I would say these are probably going to be going away somewhat soon. So they will automatically craft into those new ones now, and those will become extinct. And bathing pots are now able to be actually filled and emptied with a measuring pot and thermos, which we talked about. So that is about it for today. Thermos and cup were not working properly with Apple Core. That was also fixed in the bug fix Friday update. So that's about all we have for this week. Hope you enjoyed. As always, if you have any questions, problems, or concerns, you can leave me a comment. I will answer it or forward it on to Greg, or you can take your questions directly to Greg at his IC2 forum, Gregtech 6 page, or his IRC channel. Have a great day. Hope you have a great Easter, and we'll see you next time.